Hey there, my name is Josh. I am the owner and operator of Lappin Bookkeeping and Tax Services. And thank you so much for stopping by to see a little bit about how we can help you out today with your bookkeeping and tax needs. So, just a very quick overview about me. Um, I graduated in 2012 from Barton College with my accounting degree. And I took several years to work in various fields that involve financial management before deciding in 2022 to go full time in this industry. At that time, I partnered with QuickBooks Live, joining their cleanup team, and I continue to be a part of that to this day. Last year, around December, I completed my enrolled agent certification, which I will explain a little bit more about in detail in the next upcoming slide. But in addition to all those other things, I've also served with TurboTax on their customer support during peak seasons. Last year, I also partnered with the IRS VITA program. That stands for Voluntary Income Tax Assistance, where I prepared 70 tax returns for the folks down at the Washington Senior Center. And just to top it off, I also do hold an advanced certification for the QuickBooks Online software. So, a common question that we usually get has to do with the differences between an enrolled agent and a CPA. Most of the time, when people think of an accounting professional, they go straight to thinking about the CPA license. So there are a lot of similarities and differences between the two. And I'll just touch on those briefly. So I am not licensed as a CPA. I'm an enrolled agent. An enrolled agent is a federal tax license issued by the Department of Treasury that allows me to prepare taxes in all 50 states. The CPA license tends to be a state issue license, and that means that that professional, that CPA, most of the time can only perform taxes in one state or a couple of other states that may recognize their license. If they want to do taxes in all of the states, they may have to sit for the CPA exams of various state boards. So that's just one distinguishing factor. Another distinguishing factor is that the CPA exam includes three main categories. It includes the accounting category, tax preparation, and auditing. Auditing is where a tax professional, a CPA, will go in and analyze the books of companies and basically certify that their accounting records, that their financial statements are accurate for what they're presenting. That part I am not able to do, but I am able to handle all the accounting and tax needs just like a CPA would. In addition, both CPAs and enrolled agents can represent taxpayers before the IRS for certain matters. And also, a lot of CPAs don't even practice tax. Like I said, there's various disciplines that you can go in with that license. The enrolled agent license, however, is focused exclusively on taxes, which gives us a little bit of an advantage. And in addition to that, we are required to get a lot of continuing education specifically focused in taxes. So, all that to say that if you have a good enrolled agent, they can be just as good as a CPA or perhaps even better. All right, so now to the problem on hand, which is what we're here to deal with today. The IRS requires businesses operating in the U.S. to keep good accounting records and to file taxes. There's various parts of the code that reference this. You can check this publication out here at the bottom if you would like. So that presents a variety of challenges for the small business owner. So, can you handle all of this by yourself? Of course, you most certainly can. However, we would like to give you a few things to think about. Bookkeeping, accounting, and tax preparation can be quite time sensitive. So, you really have to ask yourself, is that something you want to spend your time as a business owner doing? It can also require a high degree of skill and knowledge to do this. Accounting is a trade, it is a craft, and it takes practice and experience to be done right. And in addition, there are always new changes and regulations coming out that you must keep up with. It's something that must be done consistently. And to be done consistently, it could possibly take away time from your business, from your family, or from your hobbies. And in addition, making mistakes can be very costly. It can be costly in fines and penalties, and it can be costly in paying someone to have to go back and fix it. And it could also be costly in that your business could be operating in such a way that you're losing money and you didn't even know it because your books did not show you this. So, what can we do for you as a small business owner? Well, we focus on three main things here. The first is saving you time. Um, these services, bookkeeping and tax preparation, can be quite time consuming. So, we're going to help you reclaim back your hours for your business and your family. Number two, the stress. We're going to help you reduce stress. We're going to take this thing off your to do list. You're not going to have to worry about your books. You're not going to have to worry about the IRS bothering you. If they do bother you, we are able to handle and work with them as well. And we're going to help you increase your profits through a variety of techniques, which we will go over in just a little bit. So, how are we going to do this? So, how are we going to save you time? First, we're going to update your books weekly so that you have real time information on how your business is doing. So, you're not going to have to worry about that. You're going to take that off your to do list. Most small businesses, at least the small businesses we serve, which tend to be in the $100,000 to $1 million revenue range, need about 1 to 10 hours of bookkeeping each week. And a little analogy I like to, or a little exercise I like to share with small business owners is this. Most of the time, if you're operating well and you're operating skillful, your billable time per hour, just say how much is your time worth? So most small business owners in this range, their time is going to be worth anywhere between $100 to $200 per hour. So just think about this. If you're worth $200 an hour and you're spending 10 hours a month, that is, you're spending $2,000 of time to work on bookkeeping and tax services. So this is something to think about. Is it worth you spending $2,000 a month of your time, or is it better for you to go back and make that money? So money going out or money coming in. So in exchange for this, just going back to the analogy again, if you're spending $2,000 worth of your time, there is a pretty good chance that we could probably do that for half the cost of what you're spending. So we can give you back and this is just a very general analogy. It's not going to apply to every business, but we could give you back to potentially $1,000 a month of time just by outsourcing these services. Uh, that was just focusing on the bookkeeping. The tax preparation is going to be the same kind of thing. Tax preparation can take several hours to prepare a tax return, even as an experienced professional. As an inexperienced preparer, all the different things that you got to go through trying to figure out which documents you need, going back and forth between Google and YouTube and whatever you're using to get information from, you can spend many, many hours of your time trying to figure this stuff out. And again, just go back to thinking about how much is your time really worth. So again, I mean, you can do this all yourself, or you can use this time for better business activities, spending time with your family, your friends, your hobbies, whatever you choose to do. We can also reduce your stress. We're going to take bookkeeping and taxes off your plate. You're going to not have to worry about the IRS bothering you. Again, we're going to give you back that time for whatever means and is most important to you. In exchange, we're just going to ask for maybe up to 30 minutes a month of your time for us to get questions answered, get documents that we might need, and just to touch base with you and kind of show you how things are going with your books each month. On the tax side, we're only going to ask for a couple of 30-minute calls throughout the year just to keep in touch with you and make sure we understand how your business is progressing and help you to prepare for the taxes that will be coming up. Increase in profits, always something small business owners are very interested in. Through these services, we're going to help you track and analyze your sales and spending. We can even track profitability of certain projects so you can make sure that you're staying within budget and meeting your profit margin goals. We're going to help you develop a budget if you so choose to do so and help you stick to that. In addition, we're going to try to help you get in line with industry benchmarks with what is the profit and expense for your industry, and hopefully maybe you can actually beat those in a positive way. We're going to identify the parts of your business that are most profitable, and we're going to help implement strategies to help you reduce expenses and costs in your business. So how do we do all this? Just a really quick overview, really high-level view of this. Number one, we're going to make sure your books are cleaned up when you come in, making sure things are ready to go forward, that are all neat and tidy. Once we're all cleaned up, we're going to make sure we're going to keep your books on track each week. Each month, we're going to review your books and make recommendations for you. On the tax side, we're going to help you proactively plan and save for taxes. We like to let small business owners know that taxes are going to be an expense of your business, and you need to prepare and be ready for those when they come. You should not be surprised at your tax bill at the end of the year. You should ideally have the funds in place to meet that obligation already. We're also going to meet with you several times a year to review your tax situation. You're going to get your taxes prepared. And if you so choose, we're going to look for ways to ethically and legally save you money on your taxes. And then at the end of this cycle, we hope that you're going to have some great stories and experiences to share with your fellow friends and business owners. So, for bookkeeping and taxes, you have a couple of different choices available to you. Of course, as we discussed earlier, you can do it yourself, but it can be very time consuming, very expensive for you, and a high potential of error. You can also outsource these to various overseas and online services, but you're going to run into a couple of challenges, which I am certified to speak on because I do work with the QuickBooks Live service. And just full disclosure, if you do sign up for that kind of service, it does present a challenge to get a quick response from your bookkeeper. And even when you do, you're going to have to basically reach out to them through an online portal and schedule a meeting. It may take you several days or a week or two to be able to get and connect with them. So there is a challenge there. It's sort of impersonal. They're not going to know you as well on a personal basis. And if you're doing the overseas option, you could run into time barriers and language barriers. So we do also have AI options now. The AI options, however, are in the beginning stages and they lack the ability to handle complex situations. So there is a high potential for error with the AI. So if you don't know how to use the AI effectively and you don't really know what to look for as far as errors in your bookkeeping, you could put yourself in a pretty bad situation by depending solely on the AI. You also have your local tax preparer. The challenge with those is that you can run into variable quality. You could get somebody really great, you could get somebody not so great. And the common complaint that we hear from a lot of people is that it's extremely hard to get communication from a lot of the local accountants in the area. So, if you like to avoid all those things, you can choose Lappin Bookkeeping and Tax Services. We're going to provide you with personalized expertise and proactive solutions for your peace of mind. And just to further explain how we are different, we offer a 24-hour business day response time for all text, calls, and emails. You're going to get frequent communication, which could be composed of something like weekly progress updates on your accounting projects. We're going to be working on your books weekly so that you know that they're going to be up to date on a regular basis. We're going to be reviewing your books each month, your refiner's reports. We're going to be looking for trends, and we're going to be giving you suggestions for improvement. Also, you're going to get accessibility on your terms. You can be totally digital if you want to, or you can take advantage of our in-person services. And we also offer a concierge accounting experience, which is special little personal touches for our clients who are interested in that level of service. So, what are the next steps for you to be able to experience all this? First, you need to visit our website, and it's lappinbookkeepingandtaxservices.com. On the website, you're going to fill out our customer survey, which is going to give us just a little bit of information about you and your business and what you're looking for. After we receive your survey, we're going to schedule a consultation for you, and we're going to spend about 15 to 30 minutes learning more in depth about you and your business. Once we complete that, we're going to create a customized proposal for you. And then if you choose to accept the proposal, you're going to begin your journey to saving time, reducing stress, and increasing profits. So again, my name is Josh with Lappin Bookkeeping and Tax Services. I hope this has been helpful. Please reach out. We are looking forward to meeting you and helping you with all your bookkeeping and tax needs.